Krishnan. So welcome to my bank app, a console-based banking system. So basically, my solution consists of 8 files. So program file, then account file, bank file, and transaction file, deposit transaction, transfer transaction, withdraw transaction. Before going deep into it, I just execute my code. So I'll create an account, option 1, name SGK, then I deposit some amount in that. Then I go with creating a second account, name KGS, then I deposit some amount in that. Now I transfer amount from SGK to KGS. GK transfer to KGS. So amount is something like I transfer $20. So we can see the transaction happened here from account name HGK to the account name KGS. Now I can check the balance of KGS. So it's option 5. View account details. Name KGS. So you can see the amount has been added up in the KGS. So my code works fine. The first file, the program.cs, it's the main entry point of the application. It displays the menu and routes user input to the current operations. I see create account, so deposit amount, withdraw amount, like that. And the second file is menu.ops.cs. So it defines an enum for the user menu. So it prevents magic numbers, making code more readable. So the third file is account.cs. So it represents a bank account. So it basically stores the account details like ID, the holder name, and balance. So this provides methods to deposit and withdraw money. So the fourth file is bank.cs. It's like a central manager for all accounts and transactions. So it links the accounts and transactions. And the fifth file is transaction.cs. It's an abstract base class for all transactions like deposit, yeah, the deposit here, and then withdraw and transfer transaction. So it has a parent class from where the deposit, the withdraw, and transfer classes inherits. So basically, the program.cs displays menu and handles user input, and bank.cs manages accounts and transactions. Account.cs represents bank accounts, and transaction.cs it's an abstract class for transactions, and deposit transactions handle the deposit, and withdrawals and transfer transaction manages fund transfers. So now let's see how the object-oriented programming principles have been incorporated in my solution. First, I'll go with abstraction, that is adding implementation details. So the bank class provides a simplified interface for users. You can see here uh, for managing accounts and transactions without exposing an internal logic. And the transaction.cs serves a base class that defines common properties but doesn't reveal the specifics of each transaction type, like transfer transaction, withdraw transactions. So second principle is encapsulation, which is data protection. So in account.cs, um, here you can see the balance is private, so it prevents direct modification. So encapsulation is something restricts direct access to the data, ensuring that modifications happen only through a control methods. And the third principle is inheritance, which is code reusability. You can see that transaction is served as a parent class from where the transfer transaction.cs and withdraw transaction and deposit transaction inherits the properties. So you can clearly see in transfer transaction, it inherits from transaction. Same goes with withdraw transaction 2, it inherits from transaction, and deposit transaction 2, it inherits from transaction. This is how the inheritance works. So the final inheritance principle is polymorphism. So polymorphism uh, is something that with the same name, we can have different implementations. For example, in the transaction.cs, we'll have this execute, the same methods used in transfer transaction, in withdraw transaction 2, same in deposit transaction 2. So the polymorphism is implemented using method overriding, where each subclass has a different implementation of the execute method. So the correct method is selected at runtime based on the object type. So my solution has incorporated four principles: abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. Thank you.